Hey guys, and welcome back to Corpse Party, and we're gonna start up another chapter. We are on chapter 2. Alright, that's pretty weird how they have it like kind of cascading on the screen there, but we're gonna go to chapter 2, Blood Drive, chapter 2, Respective Desires. So, we just returned to Heavenly Host with Ayumi, and we met Yuki in the last episode, and at that point it looked like she was going to get butchered just with the big old axe. Spiritual report. Witness to these brutal attacks. Alright, spiritual report. Witness to these brutal attacks. Okay. Today's eyewitness information comes from the residential home near the Meijiro station. Can you hear me at the station, Mr. Minaya? On this map, we've marked the locations of each of the recent bizarre deaths that have occurred throughout this area. As you can see, the sudden death of female middle schoolers just the other day occurred not too far from here, in the Meijiro area. That is fairly near your location. Yes, the police are investigating all possibilities on both the suicide and homicide spectrum. However, literally snapping a person's spine in two is a seemingly impossible prospect. And the mystery is compounded by the fact that outside their broken backs, these victims suffered no other wounds whatsoever. Are you saying their spines may have somehow snapped on their own as opposed to being broken by someone else? That's right. It's been theorized that this may be some form of new strange disease that affects a person's bone structure. All of this is happening in a humble place like Meijiro, which remains quiet and friendly despite its placement along the Yamano train route towards Ikibuko and the Tashima ward. Whoa, what was that? The fuck? We give our regards to those affected by this tragedy and hope for a swift end to this macabre epidemic. TV's on, huh? Oh, I guess she's home. Aiko. I was about to head into her room and scold her for wasting electricity like that, but was sidetracked when I heard the fax machine accept the call and began printing. Once the contents have been fully transmitted, I grabbed the printout from the machine and took a look at it. Product order sheet, as expected. Sigh. PL Promotions Co. Inc. No room to write perfect line anymore, I guess. But when did she add the co to it? This company of hers is quite the enterprise, it would seem. So this is the company that makes all that supernatural stuff that Yoshiki ran into in the supermarket, I think. Oh, no, the convenience store. Alright, so here she is. This is Aiko. I sat down in the chair at my desk and produced a pouch containing the Ever After Stones, or rather the pouch that was supposed to contain the Ever After Stones. So Yoshiki actually stole the Ever After Stones from her when they met at the diner. Once I slipped it out, it turned out to be an upside down, however a plain ordinary marble rolled out instead. My! Well played, Kishinuma. So she acknowledges her, or him, Yoshiki. Not that it matters though. I took the red box out of my bag and shuffled through the shattered remains of the rocks inside, ultimately finding what I sought, a clump of white, crumpled paper. Carefully unfolded it, I produced another 2 Ever After Stones, virtually identical to the ones now in Ayumi and Yoshi's possession. I found another pair, you see. Hee. I slotted the stones together in their proper positions and then sat back down and stared intently at them as they glowed menacingly from my desk. I was planning to go to Heavenly Hosts with or without you. After all, I guess we're even now. My phone buzzed, alerting me that I just received an email. The sender displayed simply read XXX. Oh no, asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Subject: whereabouts unknown. Body of message: Book of Shadows is in Nirvana. Obtain it and you'll be handsomely rewarded. Spirit items auctions powered by Fudark. So she has an ulterior motive to going into Heavenly Host. She's kind of like a businesswoman that wants to get the stuff to sell online and whatnot. Information. Spirit item auctions, huh? Wish I knew there was where this information was coming from. But also, she wants to take people into Heavenly Host on some kind of tour, which kind of blows my mind, but I mean, I've heard weirder things. Either way, the Book of Shadows' location has now been confirmed, and the timing couldn't be any better, because she has Ever After Stones. So, let's jump right into it. It'll be a race. Then, since I was just about to head into Nirvana myself anyways. The air around me was growing heavier as the stones pumped the room full of unholy energy, just waiting for the magic words to whisk me away. I grinned, then separated them. Ha! Let's see if I can get the Book of Shadows before poor little Ayumi does. Teehee! I never truly intended to work with those two. I really just wanted to get closer to them. For this task, the observer and I will be more than sufficient. We just need to act before the meddlesome girl finds out I have these. I clasped my hands together, planted my elbows on the desk, and shut my eyes and rested my chin on my thumbs and attempted to sort out the next move as a wry grin slowly crept across my face. This isn't like me at all, is it? Consuming myself with a single objective for this long. Sorry, Ayumi, but you just can't bring people back from the dead with black magic. It's just not that simple. Alright, so she lied. I rocked back and forth in my chair and let a long sigh. It's had been quite a day. Articles of the deceased, though, are another matter entirely. I simply must bring back a spirit item embedded with the soul of its owner. A vessel, through which he or she can speak. Alright. So Aiko is going through some weird faves and kind of telling the audience about what she lied about and whatnot. I smiled again as I stretched my arms. Maybe I can pack my good friend Naho into a spirit item and make her a part of my collection. Hehe. This hobby of mine has turned into a monster, but I just can't wait. I contorted my body to get a better view of a picture frame I'd positioned in the corner of my desk. It was just about the creepiest photo frame money could buy. Totally not in keeping with anything else in my room. It housed the very first photo sticker I'd taken with Naho and Sakuya. The two of them were smiling and hugging each other, while I was awkwardly standing behind them, looking a little sheepish. So that was Naho, the girl that worked as a medium for the person that was investigating the Heavenly Host, and then that's her best friend, who was dragged in with Naho, and that's Aiko. It was the first and only time we'd ever gotten our photo taken together. I guess the planets must have aligned just right for us that day. Is she actually sad? I took the frame in both my hands and studied it intently. Then after, I don't even know how long, I noticed that the figures in it were kind of blurry. What? I wanted nothing more than to hear their voices again. I rubbed my eyes and realized that that was my biggest wish, was just to talk to them, just one more time. Naho. I don't know what came over me, but I just started hugging the frame. No more words, no more movement. I just sat there with my friends. So she is human. She's not just a robot. Welcome back, Ai. With the start, I separated myself from the photo and clumsily placed the frame back on my desk. What do you want? Don't just let yourself into my room. It's been a while, I have some time on my hands, so I decided to stop in. Have you been doing well? Or not so well, perhaps? So if you guys don't remember, Miss Kuon is the student teacher that replaced her teacher that got sucked into Heavenly Host and died there, and stopped Yoshigi from coming in to the coming with us to meet Aiko. Don't you worry, I've been doing just fine, but you need to stop leaving the TV on, it'll attract spirits. Oh my, I'm very sorry. I just get so lonely when I'm here by myself, so I turn it on for some noise. I stood up and tried to push past her into the hallway. Will you just let me through? I'm thirsty. Here. Oh. With a slightly embarrassed smile, Kuon revealed a glass of barley tea that she'd been hiding behind her back. You always did have a knack for knowing what people wanted. Right when they want it. It's a little off-putting. Do I? I just figured you'd probably be thirsty, that's all. Or she's reading your mind. With a smirk, I took the glass from her and chugged the tea. Gulp. As I drank, I found myself eyeing the white wristwatch on her arm. The softly glowing blue numerals on it displayed were surprisingly fetching. This was clearly not a cheap watch. Okay. Alright, Aiko. I don't know how you do it. Working as a bigwig CEO and moonlighting as a high school teacher. It's pretty impressive stuff. Alright, so she's faking being a teacher, but she's actually the CEO of probably that company that sells all that stuff. No, it's nothing. I just like making people happy, that's all. Always the same with her. She has no idea the kind of burden her effortless genius places on all the people around her. And on top of that, my older sister here was also astoundingly sensitive to spiritual energy as well. She certainly didn't leave a lot left for me to specialize in. Boom! There you have it. So Kuon is actually this older sister of Aiko, who also is into the spiritual world, who also is a CEO, and who also is the high school teacher for all the kids. Becoming CEO has actually made my day job a lot easier, giving me the opportunity to achieve that old dream of becoming a teacher. I consider myself rather blessed. That makes sense that she's a CEO because she gave the main character, not Ayumi, the male protagonist in the first game, his favorite lunch on the roof through helicopter. I mean, that's a ton of money to do that. Kuon clasped her hands together in front of me, almost as in prayer. She wasn't acting, she was truly happy. Well, that's good. Thank you for the tea. I'll be heading out now. A little too happy. I didn't need to feed the beast with a dismissive gesture. I handed her my glass and began packing my bag. I couldn't stick around any longer. I? What are those stones? I'm sensing a very significant power from them. What do you care? Leave me alone. My sister was better than me in practically everything. I wasn't about to let her horn in on this now too. So obviously the case of the older sister having the standard way too high and the younger sister never being able to actually catch up to her despite doing the same things. So, classic motif of anime and just life in general. I tried to maintain a cold, tough exterior as I finished gathering my things. Inside, I honestly felt kind of bad, but I couldn't let up. You need to stop worrying about me. I'll see you again, okay? In like half a year, probably. Good luck with your work. Okay, thanks. Alright. A sister just does not let their little sister just go out with these weird stones. She knows they're weird. I guess it's Kuon has some kind of protection thing or something. See ya. Hey, I think I might be in love with someone. Who might that be? I certainly wasn't expecting that. I spun on my heels and looked at Kuon straight in her eyes, and her cheeks were rosy red. I've never seen her this way before. Really? That's good to hear. It's probably the main character from Corpus Party 1. I forgot his name. I think it's That's not Morshigi. I don't remember what it is. But I wasn't going to let her pull me in. I continued to be as cold as I could muster with her, speaking in short, broken sentences. Finally, without another word, I managed to escape. There you go. Kuon and I lived on the 40th floor of a rather high-class apartment building, but Kuon was always busy with her work at PL Promotions Co. Inc., so she spent most of the nights at the company housing instead. That made this apartment more or less a single for me. It was all mine. And now Kuon was working for a second job as a teacher too. It's like there was no talent she didn't possess. I called it impressive before, but honestly, it was kind of creepy. Hey, and who's this kid? The guy from Orin Host? Alright, Inu Maru. Alright, dog something. Niwa. Haruyuki. Did I keep you waiting? Oh, no, not at all. Alright, so this is a new character I'm not familiar with. You're going through with it, right, Niwa? I'm ready. Let's do this. Sayaka, please be alive. I'm coming for you. I've got water and food. Naho's friend, Sayaka Onoe. She's definitely cute, so much that she actually did some modeling. So she was the best friend that of the girl that of her, the girl with the glasses. I forgot her name. The girl who worked as a medium, and she went in to the heavenly host with her. She was always right at Naho's side, supporting her with everything she did, including her spiritual investigations. She actually advocated a relationship between Naho and the practitioner, the person that was investigating Heavenly Host with her. So that was pretty weird. And right at Sayaka's side, always constantly confessing his undying love and devotion, was her classmate Haruyuki here. He's got good spiritual sensitivity, but, well, he's a bit of an overly optimistic, notoriously so. And Sayaka never took his advances very seriously. Not that that ever stopped him. Wait for me, Sayaka! So, the undying boyfriend, kinda. I hate seeing a light like that die out. It's painful to watch. So she's actually gone. I'm pretty sure that she's gone. Haruyuki. I haven't confirmed this for sure, but based on my intel, Naho is already dead. Naho is definitely dead. I think Sayaka has to be dead too. Which means Sayaka must also, you know. You probably should be prepared for the She's not dead. Sayonaki was with her. If Sayonaki died, then I'm certain she died shielding Sayaka from harm. And if she did, then we have no doubt. Then we have to be doubly sure we save her so that Sayonaki won't die in vain. Okay. That was a weirdly odded sentence. I'm just bad at reading too. I get the desire to believe that, but if Naho Sayonaki, of all people, died in there, what possible chance do you think a normal human being could have? She was a medium, so she had some spiritual powers alongside with that. So yeah, he's got a point. I'm pretty sure this is the hooded guy. And it's Jinx. Nope, it's that. Okay, so if you guys remember, she is the character that basically blackmailed the person impersonating a friend of Ayumi's sister who died, and told her that she could bring back the dead and that she needed to get the Book of Shadows, and she was blackmailed by her. Seems like she's like some kind of devil. So you've got no business over there. Aiko, Niwa, this expedition is pointless. Stand down. She's got a point. Alright, so we now know her name. Her name is Magari Mizuki. How did she find out? Damn, she's fast. So maybe she isn't the devil or anything like that. She seemed like it. I know you. You transferred in recently. I'll give you one thing, Aiko Niwa. You did well finding a viable means of getting into Nirvana. I've warned you countless times not to try getting the better of me. However, so what's it to be? How about you hand those stones over to me like a good little girl? What? I don't think so. I have plans of my own for them. Well, I can't use Ayumi Shinozaki's anymore since that shit-ass hoodie punk got the jump on them. So the ones you've got are my only options now. So aren't they? And I'm through with failure. Hand them over or I'll kill you. Simple? No? Wow. Pretty strong words. Got the jump on them. So Ayumi is already in Heavenly Host then. So now she's starting to realize what's happening. Mizuki, you're... Shut up or I'll fucking kill you, you fucking peasant. You fucking peasant, so just let yourselves be slaves to fate like everyone else. It's a hell of a lot easier. Wow, Magari, you are a bitch. What are you saying? Hihi, isn't it customary to address your upperclassmen with some modicum of respect? May I remind you, I'm a year ahead of you, and frankly, I've never much cared for you to begin with. Damn, Aiko, with her own bitchiness. Alright, there you go. So the stereotypical short girl laugh. You're just making it easier to justify slicing you into ribbons. Keep on fanning the flames, upperclassman Aiko. It's your funeral. And it's our goodbye. Hold on to me, Maruyuki. Alright, and she's gonna put them together. I'm pretty sure she's just gonna jump in with it. Is this? You owe me. I gave you all the information on Yoshi Shinozaki. Or is the money all you care about, you filthy gold digger? Don't you know? The Book of Shadows is over there. Once I get my hands on that, I'll be happy to sell it to you for the right price. What the fuck? She just pulled out a scythe! Nirvana, I summoned to the dead. And I'm pretty sure she got taken with us. Oh, never mind. She just pulled out a scythe out of her bra or something. What the hell? Success? Unbeknownst to me, at least for another few moments, Magaro managed to snatch the two ever after stones from my hands at the last possible moment. They were now in her possession. So that means she cannot leave and she can come in. Wow, that sucks. They're mine. I can't believe it. Now I can jump to Nirvana anytime I'd like. Hee hee. Wow. I think I've earned myself some free time. What? Hard to believe Ayumi Shinozaki beat me to the punch though. Who else survived the Nirvana again? So she's talking about Morishige, Yuka, the other girl, and the other guy that's in love with Ayumi. God, I hate these names. Alright, that little fungus made it back too, didn't she? Perfect. I know just the person I can send to look in onto her. Alright, what the heck? So, we finally figured out who that girl was, and let's see what we can do now. We should be in, yep. So now, we are here in Heavenly Host, and unbeknownst to her, she doesn't have the Ever After Stone, therefore she cannot leave. So is this Heavenly Host? So this is her first time here. Ow, what is this? Where are the stones? Alright, so it looks like she got hurt in the process, and she got her her Ever After Stones taken away. My palm had a perfectly straight cut all the way across, practically bisecting my hand. It was bleeding quite a bit, and it hurt like hell. I quickly searched my pockets, but there were no traces of the Ever After Stones. They were gone. Niwa! Alright, so he's here with us. We actually got sent to the same place, which is odd, because that never happens. I saw what happened just before we jumped. Mizuki managed to swipe the stones with her scythe. What? Without those stones, I can't go back. We'll be trapped here forever. We will? But, no. We'll be fine. A girl named Ayumi should have the other pair. We just need to meet up with her before she leaves here and we can tag along. Okay, but Niwa, before that, huh? We should look for her. She's here, right? Sayaka? Yes. Typically, Haruyuki, thy love before thine own self. So this is her first instance of being here. It's awfully dark here. Should I light one of my candles? You should probably light one of your candles. No need for that. Niwa's fire is dangerous, so here. So he has a flashlight. Whoa! Freaky. Haruyuki pulled a monstrously huge flashlight from his backpack, then shone it upon under his chin, campfire tale style. He started making faces, obviously hoping I'd be amused. I wasn't. Well, this is a pretty dire situation. I'm pretty sure he's gonna die. Yeah, I think that'll work. Whenever I did that to Sayaka, no matter how down or dumb she was, she'd always crack a smile. I'd get a kick back and black and blue afterwards, but it was totally worth it. That's why I brought it. Never considered that a spiritual plane like this might actually be pitch black, though guess I thought ahead without even knowing it. Hee. If I were Sayaka, I'd be thrilled to have a childhood friend who was so utterly devoted to me. I wonder what it is she didn't like about him. Oh, nothing. Come on, let's go. I came here to find some physical remnant of Naho and track down the grimoire known as the Book of Shadows. Haruyuki came here to find Sayaka, and in order to get her back to her own world, we have no choice but to locate Ayumi Shinozaki as well. Guess we have to work, we have our work cut out for us. Alright, when traveling with a party of 2 or more, press the R button to swap your lead character. Whoever takes the lead will be more susceptible to incurring damage from traps and hazards, so to keep track of your party's health, HP, and switch leaders as necessary. Alright guys, but with this save point, we are actually going to end the episode here, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.